Hey everyone, how we doing? Welcome to the what night is it? Tuesday? I don't even fucking know anymore. Oh, I just got demonetized. Welcome on to the Tuesday night live Q&A. Hope everyone's doing well. Let me turn this up. Ooh, there we go. No, I don't like that. That's too bright. That's too dark. Ooh, nice soft lit. Ooh, that's blue. There we go. Makes me look I have some color. Okay. Welcome on everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday night live Q&A live from Chatham, New Jersey. I hope everyone's doing well. And does anyone, no one ever mentions the art that I'm doing. No one ever mentions the art, okay? I have all this great art that I put up on my cover thing, and nobody ever mentions it. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm screwing around. Okay, so now. Okay. Aziz, that's awesome. I wish I got on a little earlier. It's not on the screen. That's awesome. Okay. I'm so happy for you. That's great. That's awesome. Okay. Now, I wish so Aziz, I wish you could repost it. I'll put it on here. Gleedy, how are you? Aiden, what's up? How are you doing? Okay. Hope you all saw my Taylor, I know, but it's okay. I've been sitting on there staring at the screen. Okay, everyone, hold on. I ran out of iced tea. I have to go buy more. Hey, Ryan O'Neill. How's Tatum? Okay. Welcome on. I hope everyone's doing well. If you guys have questions on the SIE exam, the Series 7, the Series 6, the 63, 65. Moist Cow, how are you? Okay. Nikki, what's going on? How are we doing? There's definitely some people. It's funny, a lot of people in that Zoom class I have, they're all gone. Oh, Zach, how we feeling? Taking it tomorrow. We're going to do well, right? Okay. So I hope everyone looked at the the Now, what's my rule, guys? Hope you remember. Hope you guys remember that if I die online, you need to share the shit out of this so I get famous. Okay. Yeah, Mark, I will be. I did a test on it like 2-3 weeks ago. Did you see that when I took a test online? Okay. Okay. Oh, Becky, you didn't hear it? It was awesome. No, I really. The bigger one is you probably got a phone call, right? I'll try not to die. Like I said, if I die, you better share the shit out of this. Okay. Stacy, just go on my playlist. All of them are pretty good. There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. Hold it. Boom. Thank you for putting it on there. Okay. Boom. There we go. Okay. I love this. I'm so happy for you. Thank you, Facebook user. Okay. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, you got interrupted. Sure. Okay. That's right. Okay. Um, I said what I said. I went through the definitions, but what I really said, okay. And Nikki, I'll work on that. So, Lisa, how are you? So what I did was I got and Aziz, I'm so happy for you. So are you done now? You're totally done. No life and health. So how great does it feel to be absolutely done, right? Just totally done with everything. It's awesome. I'm trying not to die. We're going back into the spring. I got to go back to the doctor and get this shit up. And I start ref. I was supposed to start refing tomorrow, Thursday, but it's off. It's Monday night now, so whatever. Okay. Um, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I reposted it. You reposted it. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, go check out. Let me do this. Let me get rid of that first. So don't forget, guys, that I have these membership things. Right? They're not that hard, but every Sunday night we do the 6 p.m. Okay. Every Sunday night, I do the 65, 66 at 6 p.m. I do the 7 at 7 p.m. And then they do the option Zoom class, which is super successful. It's really good. At 8 p.m., we go over any option questions you have. And I think it's big enough now where I'm probably going to have to break it up into a basic and then an advanced. So maybe I'll do the basic at 8 and then the advanced at 9 p.m. And people can go to any one of them. Boom. Okay, so let's go. Let's get on to some questions. By the way, I'm happy to tutor you guys. I have my own website, series7exam.org. But if you need other help and I'm a little too expensive, oh, the annuity one would help you, Taylor. Okay. Michael Weiss at series7examtutor.com is pretty fucking awesome. Okay, good. Now, and he has a link in here. Also, guys, check out the newest video I put out just recently. We're actually going to try to talk to FINRA about trying to get Sheila. How are you? Trying to get FINRA to allow people to take the 7 and the to take the 7 and or the 6 um without sponsorship. That's our goal. Okay, we're trying to get it so that they can take boom, Zach. That's awesome. That is awesome. You're gonna nail it tomorrow. I know you will. Okay. And Ryan, you're gonna nail it too. Flimore, that's good. Okay. Ryan O'Neill taking it on the 27th. We got 6 days. Okay. Alejandra. Okay. So let me get on these questions. But we're really trying to we're gonna try to push FINRA to allow people to take the 7 without. Okay. Oh, and Becky, I'll get you in a second. Oh, Becky, sorry. So it's my ADD flaky shit, right? Okay. Shelly, that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, what I answered for the definitions. So if you want some of the definitions of risk, okay, I said the definitions are good because Becky, the actual test on the SIE is very definitional. For the 7, I've done it. It's not one of my busier ones because not a lot of people do it, but I've definitely helped people with that. We could always figure something out. I mean, it's not, again, not my one I do all the time, but I've definitely helped. I usually do about 3-4 people a year on that one. Okay, now. Oh, good, you're the risk. So definitions for the SIE, yes. Okay, it's a definitional test. Okay, for the 7, no, it's situational. So yeah, so just keep that in mind. Okay. Ashley UB, I love it. Okay, thank you very much. I love that. That's awesome. But this is what I tell everyone. You kind of give me a little too much credit. All I do is put some shit out there. If you don't do the work, you're not going to pass. No matter how many fucking videos you watch, right? You can watch a million freaking videos of mine or whatever. If you don't do the work, you're not passing. So if you pass, that's you. You can thank me all you want, but it is not me. It's you. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, Steven, you're going to nail it tomorrow. But here's what I tell everyone. If anyone taking the test, here's the deal. So if you're taking the test tomorrow, get the hell off. Go get some sleep. Okay? Don't watch me. I don't need the fucking views. I don't care about the views. I'm just trying to help people. Just get off here, go to sleep. Okay? If you're taking it Thursday, you should not take any tests tomorrow. You should just read. Okay? You should just read. Okay? Now, yeah, I'm not that modest. I know what's real and what isn't, right? So I help, but it is what it is. So now, I'm kind of an egotist. Yes, my family, they think I'm full of myself. So I'm full of something because I'm, a lot of weight on me. So now we have I'll get to it. We're gonna go over this, Ryan. We're gonna go. Boom. We're gonna go through this and we're gonna figure this out. So now I have if you're taking the test Thursday, Friday, Saturday, what you do is you take tests up until but not including the day before the test. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. You can like it. Thank you very much. Okay. You can even share it if you want. I'm not going to ask you to do it, but if you want to do that or like it, I'd love it. Okay, so now, Ivy, you're here. You're on an early time too. Okay. Now, if you always want to take tests. If you're taking it in a week or 2 weeks or whatever it is, you want the last 8 to 10 days just taking finals every day and then review them at the end. You take finals every day and then review them at the end. That's the goal. That's what you should be doing. Okay. And again, yeah, I'm doing some more 6 stuff. I definitely am. I just did a Notman final. Go check them out. I have a link, I think, in my description where you can get, and I think I have a discount code there where you get 10% off. They're really good. They're awesome. Okay. Boom, Giselle. Boom. Life and health. Yeah, life and health is not that hard. Just get into it. Okay. That's the thing. I don't do life and health, but there are some. If you go on YouTube, there's definitely people who go over that stuff. Okay. There's definitely people who go over the life and health stuff. It'll help. They have a YouTube video that has like hundreds of thousands of views, and it gives you an overview. But just read the book a bunch of times, and you'll nail it. Don't worry about that. If you pass to 65, the life and health is going to be a joke. Okay, so let me get back to this. So somebody asked a question. Okay, Aziz, we got it. Nikki, I'm getting to your question. Let me find this. Okay. Okay. Earning 100 grand also has 100 grand of investment income. Who cares about the investment income? Should be 25%, right? So hold on. Oh, it might be 20%. So it should be 20 grand. Because in a Keo you can put up to boom, Tammy, that's awesome. So it should be there you go, Taylor, Giselle, take a look up there who just said that. Look how great this freaking community is that they all help each other. I could sit there and just walk away for 10 minutes and you guys all be helping each other. Your probably scores will go up. Okay. I got to think, if I remember right, the KEO is it's 20% of your income or 25% of your after contribution income. So I got to think, if you make 100 grand a year, it's going to be A. And it depends on the year. If you have one from a couple of years ago, it's less, right? So it's always 20% of your income up to a maximum. Okay, but where's 25,000? There's no 25,000 in there, right? So just remember, and I'm telling you right now, I've never seen a test question where they ask how much you can put in. It's more like you have to match. The big thing about the KEO, that's a retirement plan for self-employed people, guys. If whatever I put away for myself, I have to match that percentage, okay? I have to match that percentage for you guys. So if I put 10% of my salary away, I have to put, I think it is, Ryan. I do think it's 66. It was 60 when I first started, and I think it's 66 now. So whatever that max salary is, okay. Stacy, not yet. I will get to it. Okay. Boom, we'll get to it. Okay. Time weighted average and dollar weighted. Okay. You mean dollar weighted returns and time weighted returns? I'll work on that. Okay. We're going to get you through this. Okay. We got this. Okay. Now, for the KEO, it's for self-employed people, right? So KEO is self-employed. Everyone who's self-employed, you can open one up. And if you have people working for you, whatever percentage of your salary you put in, you have to match their salary. Okay, whatever salary you put in, this is more for the Series 6 and the 7. There's no way this will be on the SIE. So I do that all the time, Zach. I do that. Really long questions, I read the questions all the time. But let me finish this now. I should stop looking over there, right? Stop. Oh, I don't want to see the questions. You have to match their percentage of their salary. So if I put in 10% of my salary, I have to put 10% of their salary. But here's I think if I put the maximum in, I have to do 25% of their salary. And I remember that's me contributing to them. Okay. That's a defined contribution plan. Okay. Okay, text on Thursday. Taking the 65 and Stacy, I'll get you. So this is what it is. So everyone listened on the test. So you're taking a Thursday. So you should not be last few days. You have one more day, right? So Thursday, if you take it in the afternoon, that's fine. If you've watched the playlist, you watch the quick and dirty for the 66 and the 63, then you're fine. Okay. Watch both of them. But you should be focusing on just adding knowledge tomorrow. Like reread some of the state stuff. Oh, thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. Okay. Yes, I can do that, Mike. So, oh, by the way, what do you guys think? Do you think while I'm doing this, do you guys think that we should FINRA should allow people to take the 7 like the SIE? Once you turn 18, you should be able to take the 7 on your own. Do you think that's a good idea or you think that's a bad idea? Okay. And then we can discuss it at the end. I would focus on adding knowledge. Make sure you go over like the business practices, go over the econ one more time. I have an econ video that'll help, but I would say focus on reading. If you have Kaplan, do the exam tips. If you have STC, go through the crunch time facts. If you have Notman, go through their class summary or key facts stuff. That's all stuff that'll help you. I think they call it key facts or class summary for Notman. Those will all help you. Those are little things. If not, just start reading as much as possible. Go over the portfolio analysis stuff just to make sure it's fresh. Okay. Okay, so the CMO, the mutual funds, all those annuities, right? And maybe not the communications one. Anything to do with opening an account. If I have one of those, that may work. Okay, you have Achievable. Okay, that's fine. You're in good spot. Okay, I don't think they have. They may have a hot sheet sort of thing. I don't know what they have. If you have Achievable, I'm not sure what they have as far as a last minute cheat sheet, but I think they do. I think they have some last minute stuff. Okay. That's fair. You could, for the 65, you can do a dump sheet, like maybe make sure you know options, but again, not a lot of math. Okay. So Nikki, you're gonna nail it, right? So got it. Okay. Suitability, just do practice questions. Go through the suitability workbooks. Okay. So Matt, if you have Kaplan has one. I have the suitability videos. They will absolutely help. I have 2 of them. if you have Kaplan or SEC, they have suitability workbooks that will really help. I think, and if you don't find it, let me know, and maybe you can just reach out to them and see if they have it. Because if you have the books and everything, they should have the suitability workbook or exercise thing. Okay, Nikki, okay. So here's the thing: have you done my exams online? Have you done the FINRA one? So anyone taking the SIE in the next couple of days, right? And not tomorrow. But if you're taking a Thursday, Friday, you can go on Make Taking Finals and take mine, or you can just go on to what do you call it? Onto the FINRA website. You can just go onto the FINRA website and go there and take their exam, see how you do. But Nikki, the problem with look at the past perfect scores and see if you're getting bad because you're making you do a lot of math. Okay. Megan, you got it. Let me catch up. Okay. I think if you read some of the customer account ones, if I have them there, if not, the other one you do. So one will help anyone taking the SIE. Go into I have a playlist called 24 Hours Before the 7. Yes, the 7, not the SIE. And there's the first one in there is called Security Suitability. It's less about securities than it is more about, I list the security, what it's good for, what it's bad for. I go through all of them. That will absolutely help you on the SIE. It will really help you on the SIE, I promise you. Okay. So go into the 24 hours before this taking series 7 video playlist. I'm stuttering. Find the first video. It should say security suitability. Go watch that one. Anyone taking the SIE or the 7 tomorrow should watch that. I just list all the securities, all of them pretty much that you can be tested on, and what they're good for and what their risks are. Okay. So Nikki, we're going to be fine, right? Okay, take your time. Okay. Okay. Remember, don't worry about do not, and again, Sheila, I'm happy to see you. That's awesome. I'm rolling through, right? Okay. So if you're taking it, anyone taking the SAE Thursday, spend tomorrow adding knowledge. Don't do a lot of Christy, how are you? Don't do a lot of, what do you call it? Don't do a lot of tests tomorrow. Maybe one in the morning. That's it. Okay. If you're taking the SAE tomorrow, and then just kind of watch videos and go through stuff. Okay. Watch my quick and dirty, obviously. Okay. So you got some time. For the more, you got 13 days. It's good. Keep reading. And then the last 8 to 10 days. Okay. Boom. I appreciate it. So 13, the last 10 days. So you should be adding knowledge for 3 days and then taking quizzes for the next 10. Okay. I appreciate it, Zach. That's what I try to do, right? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I don't disagree. I highly recommend Ken's tutoring also. I think that's good, Shelly. Thank you. Boom, I didn't get this. Okay. Boom, I think I mentioned it, but that's awesome. So remember, guys, when you're starting out, okay? Yes, sponsorship. This is the first time FINRA's ever done a test that didn't need to be sponsored, the SIE. And I think they should carry it forward to the 7. Why not? They're gatekeeping that shit. Okay, so now, of course they are. They've been doing it for a while. Okay. What was I going to say? Yeah, and again, Past Perfect is so much fucking harder than the exam. Past Perfect is way, way harder. I'm telling you right now. They're way harder than the exam. Okay. Not in a good way, like in a bad way, but it means you'll do fine. So anyone who passed the SIE and going into the 7, or passed the 7 and going into the 63 or 66, first thing you do, and even if your manager shit on you for this, read the damn book. Okay. Just read it. Okay. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm telling you, the SIE, the Past Perfect is tough. Hey, Doug, stop. Okay. Now, he's ripping apart my couch. Always the first thing you should do is read the book. Cover to cover. Don't take a lot of notes. Just read it. And if your bosses yell at you for that, just go, okay, that's fine. And then go back to reading. Ignore them. Just get through the book one time. It'll do wonders, I promise. Okay. Now, where is, I know, hold on. She was, oh, here we go. Okay. This is early on. Okay. 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 Taking April 3rd. Okay. So Stacy, I hope you watch the videos. I mean, you can, what you should do is join a, that's, I think you just spelled it wrong. It's okay. Okay. Just real quick. I know you probably get that all the time, and I apologize. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. Like, look, already, I'm starting starting in the end of April, middle of April. I'm doing a class at college. The college reached out to me to ask to teach for them, so it's kind of cool. Okay. Now, You don't need to be over 80. You do not need to be over 80 on any exams. You want to be there, but you don't have to be over that. Okay. So so Stacy, I think it's hard to give like a basic question, but let me do one thing. Don't sweat the math. You could technically on the 65 say nope out on the math, okay? Nope out on the math, okay? And you could absolutely just say no, I'm not going to do any math and still get in the 90s on the exam, okay? So if that's the problem, don't sweat doing the math on it. But understand time weighted return versus dollar weighted return, okay? Time weighted return is what you use to compare managers, okay? That's how you compare different managers. Let me get to your other one. So if you're time weighted to discounts the fact that the money goes in and out, okay? So like if I have a portfolio, say I'm managing a portfolio, I have like 10 clients, right? And they're really sketchy. Like goes in, goes out, they come in, they buy it when it's high, they sell it when it's low. Well, dollar weighted counts that, and that would hurt my return. Okay. So if I do dollar weighted, right? So if I do dollar weighted, they're going to count the money inflows and outflows. And that may not reflect on whether I'm good at what I do. So you really can't use dollar weighted to compare managers. You can use dollar weighted to find out your return, but not like the managers. Now, time weighted discounts the money flows in and out. So they just look at the actual real returns of your portfolio and decide what we're going to do. Okay. So that's what they're doing. So time weighted is the best way to compare managers because you're taking out the fact that there's, flaky customers who put money in and out at the wrong time. Because look, you could be a better manager than me, but have really flaky customers and end up having a worse return because they'll pull out their money at the worst time. So if they do time weighted, they compare actual returns versus the dollar weighted. Okay, hope that helps a little bit. Go watch if you watch the Quick and Dirty, a lot of the harder topics, my 66 Quick and Dirty should help you because I explain it and then I also have a time value of money video that will help you. Those will help. And again, if you're getting it and you're sort of getting it and you mostly got it, you're probably fine. People worry so much about owning every part of it. I mean, you don't have to own it. You don't have to own it enough to do calculations on it. Own it enough to know the general idea of it. Okay. So I hope that helps, Stacy. If you're still here, hope you didn't leave on me. Okay. Boom. Okay. Good. Okay. Thank you. I'm trying to do. This is a fun time with the banks and stuff. I try to give a different take on it. Okay. I try when I do the news stuff. I try to give a little different take on than what other people see. So I give I mean, I've been in the business long enough that I see things a little differently. Maybe not better, maybe worse. But I don't like. I'm not going to sit there and put a link to your article and make you read it. I just want to give you a little blurb on what I think will help you. Okay. Now, this is super easy. If you have, I like the lights moving around. Look at the shadow. Only the shadow knows. Okay. So now, if you have a limited partnership and you lose money, so that anything of the limited partnership, passive gains and passive losses, that's literally what they are: passive gains and passive losses. Okay. If you lose money in a limited partnership and they have passive, like capital gains is different, but if you have a loss, if you have a limited partnership and they pass through the losses to you because it's like a business, right? Losses are really write-offs. Those are losses. You can only use passive losses to offset passive gains. I'll say that again, Mike. You can only use passive losses to offset passive gains. That's it. Again, you can only use passive losses to offset passive gains. Is it stuck in our head now? Okay. Unlike capital losses, you can use up to $3,000 against ordinary income, and then the rest you have to carry forward. Same thing with limited partnerships. As far as the carry forward, you can use all of your passive losses against all of your passive gains. Whatever's left over, you carry forward to the next year. And then if you make a lot of money next year in passive gains, you can use it to offset. So passive gains are just what they are. You're going to pay income on them. But that's the rule. Passive losses cannot be used to offset passive gains. That's it. It's not that hard. Okay. But the books screw it up because they make you do the damn math on it, and you don't have to do that. So watch those videos. Watch my 2 suitability videos. Watch my taxes video. But the big thing is go find the suitability exercises in your vendor and get there. Okay. Right, that's true, Nick. I agree that if you can find someone that can pay for it, that's great. But think about the money that'll save, right? So these firms, like they hire people, you're under pressure, you have to take it. So listen, you could. The reason we want you to think about this, okay? If we didn't require sponsorship for the 7, for one, FINRA will make more money right away because people will try it, just like the SIE. You can make it last for 4 years if you do continuing ed or something like that, or maybe you do. Maybe they can start, but they have to do continuing ed to start it. But here's the problem: you got a lot of people come in, they switch jobs, they take a chance, they give up one job, and then they fail the exam 3 times, and then they're fired. Okay, okay. They start them, yeah. So Regina, yeah, for the 65, 66, there's a Amy. Amy Thomas does groups. If you go in the 65, other than my group, if you go in there, a lot of them are in there, so you could probably join and join in and talk to them about joining their group. I think Josh Settle does a group. He's in the Facebook group. So that's another thing. There's a free resource out there called the Facebook on Facebook. There's my group was FINRA exam prep, the FINRA exam group. It just says FINRA exam, nothing else. No 6, no 65, none of that. And then the other one I'm a moderator on is the series 65, 66. I think the FINRA group has 4,000 people and there's like 300 or 400 people that are active. It's fucking crazy. Okay. Okay. Mike, I'll hit you on that one. So now, again, I'm thinking if we don't require you to sponsor the 7, someone who can actually try to take it before they accept a job. This way they don't have to take a risk. Ready for the dog to bark, I think. Okay. Next, the dog's gonna start barking. Get ready for it. His head's up. And let's see if he starts barking. Maybe not. Yeah, there it is. I knew it was coming. Okay. So now, and then they could also take the job while they're still working. They could not take the job, but take the test while they're working, and they wouldn't have to give up a job or take a chance because they have so many people that are so worried that they pick it. They're just bad at taking tests. But if you can take it on your own, less pressure, no time limit, stuff like that. Okay. Now, again, Nikki, you're probably fine. Seriously, I think you're probably fine. Make sure you review the stuff you're getting wrong. Make sure you review the stuff that is not going well for you. Okay. Make sure you go for that stuff, and that's going to help you. Okay. Megan, I hope you're off here by now. Hope you're at sleep. I want you off here and getting some sleep. You're going to nail this thing. Okay. Make sure you go. Here's the thing. Anyone taking the 7 in the next few days before Thursday, because I'll say it again on Thursday, make sure you read customer accounts before. The last thing you do is read customer accounts. It's going to be low-hanging fruit. It's a lot of questions, and it's going to help you. Okay. Okay. I agree. Now, here's the other thing. Think of all the people who are trying to get jobs. They're moms with 2 kids, and or a single mom or a single dad or whatever it is, or they're in college, or they don't have a lot of money. They want to take a job, and they can't sit there and get sponsored before. If they take the 7, then they can probably get sponsored. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah, no, Aiden, I did miss it. I'll come back to it. Thank you for reminding me, though. I did miss it. Okay. I agree. 100%. Okay. I agree. I think achievable is you've now, here's the thing. Right. So if you have both of them, go through them. Okay. If you have both of them, go through them. That's the thing. Okay. Now, and Aiden, I'm almost caught up and then I'll hit that one. Okay. You don't need to be 80 plus. If you're in the mid 70s, you're probably fine. You know what you do? If you're getting to the point where you're within the next week or 2, then you do 1 a day. Okay. Oh, it's a Roman numeral. Got it. Okay. That helps. Okay. So now, because I was looking at the first answer, I was looking at the first answer. I'm like, and then the other ones. So you don't need to be scoring 80 pluses. If you're in the mid 70s on most exams, you're going to be fine. If it's not from memorizing, like if you're doing STC, sometimes you end up memorizing answers because they have a limited amount. Then you would want to be in 80 pluses to make sure, or get another vendor for cheap. Okay, but again, yes, you're right. You have to do reading and testing both. You have to do a nice mix of them. Okay. So Aiden, fraudulent. One, they're probably not going to say, is this fraudulent or unethical? They'll say something like, they'll hand it to you. If you see intentional or willful, it's fraudulent. If you see unintentional, I always can't think of the word. Unintentional or by mistake or something like that, that's unethical. So if you see willful, intentional, with intent, then it's fraudulent and criminal. And then criminal charges are possible. Okay, jail is a possibility. Unethical, jail is only civil. They'll say unintentional violations of the law or not knowing the rules. That's unethical. You can still get in trouble. You just won't go to jail for that. Again, they're not gonna go, hey, is this fraud or not? Because unless they hand you the words and say this is intentional or willful. Like willful violations of the act are fraud. Okay. Okay. And again, yeah, try to join. This will work. Try to join, and I think Amy and Josh, if you join the Series 65-66 group, you probably should be fine. Okay. Okay. So now, everyone, take a look at this question. I think some of you looked at it already. Which of the following statements concerning universal life insurance are correct? Okay. So one, I'm going to say number one is true. You have flexible premiums. Absolutely. That's what universal does. You have flexible premiums. Okay. Now, universal life is based on the assumption that level annual premiums are to be paid throughout the okay. 3 and then so it's not 4 because that's for 4 is for variable. Well, it can't be 2 because it's not level annual premiums. Oh, yeah. So the death that's interesting. 3 sounds a lot like 3 sounds a lot like a variable anyway. So maybe it's 2, but I don't see that. I joined in 2010. Yes, I'm doing very well. So what do you got as the answer, Mike? Because I got 1 and either 2 and 3, and I'm trying to figure out where they are with this because it's not 4 for sure. It's not 4, okay? Because that's unless it says variable universal. This is a universal. So 1 is definite. And then here's the thing: 2 I can understand because you're supposed to be level annual premiums, and then if you pay less than that, they 2 and 3. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, okay, 1 and 4? Are you sure it's not variable universal? Here's the thing. That's not true. It can't go to 0 if you have a universal. Variable. Oh, miss, what the hell? Boom. Awesome. Everyone, Miss VP nailed it. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, okay. That's crap. Look at the last line. That's just crap on a question because they're saying if you don't pay enough premiums, yeah, no fucking shit. But it's not going to go to 0. If you make a month's premium, it's gonna just sit there. No, I think they're wrong. Okay. Okay. Um, that's what I said. That's what I was trying to say. I didn't like it at all. Okay. I'm telling you right now, that's a crap question because yeah, if you don't make premiums, they're just gonna cancel your ass anyway. So it's a bullshit question. Number one is the most important thing is that it's flexible premiums. That's what you have to know, and that it's not a security. It's crap. Okay, hold on. No, I agree. It makes you stick with it. But if you know that you can take this and if you miss it, right? If you miss it and yet you're still in college, how great would it be to get this done in college? Okay. Okay. Hope Aiden, I hope I helped you a little bit. Remember, fraudulent is you're gonna see fraudulent means it's intentional or willful. Yeah, exactly. So I'll go through that real quick, the differences. Um, fraudulent is intentional or willful. Unethical is non unintentional or I can't remember the other word, but it's like mistakes or it's not intentional. Okay. Right. So now let's go through the different things on the universe. I think I got through most of the questions. But Miss VP, I am so happy for you. Oh, hold on. Okay, you know what? Get it. Get STC. If you don't like Kaplan, get STC or Achievable. Like if you're doing Kaplan and you're there and you just want a good, go get Achievable. They're fucking solid. Okay. They explain shit better than everyone else. And then what you do is you use the Achievable answers and the Kaplan questions. That's a good mix. Okay. Now back to you, Tommy. Okay. What if you tried the morning? What if you tried to study before work instead of after? Maybe 2 hours in the morning, maybe a half hour at night, and then you're done, or nothing at night. Okay. If you do 2 hours, if you can do 2 hours in the morning, that's more valuable than 3 hours at night. Seriously. But I would sit there and I would work. I would work on for the first week or two, first week and a half. Just keep reading, watching videos, do stuff like that, and do some finals. The last 10 days should be a blitz. Should be a blitz where you take a final every day, every fucking day, every day, and then you review the lowest 2 sections every night. Okay, you take the test and then you review after. You got to review. You got to find the wrong stuff. But always remember, you're going to review every question when you take a final. Every question, every wrong. Okay. Okay. Every Steve B. It's definitely on there. It's definitely on there, but it's not big. If you watch my my fundamental video, it'll help. Do I have it up? My son did a good job. He indexed them all, but I always not grab it. I should play more. But what happens is I am what was I gonna say? I'm always busy right up to the live. Fundamental, let's see. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, I did that almost 8 months ago. That's crazy. Okay. Who the hell's calling me? No. Okay. Now, anyone who knows me knows they don't call me at 8:30. Boom. Okay. So that video. So Steve, that'll help you with the technical fundamental. Basically, if you know that video, you'll be fine. Okay. Yeah. Yes. It's fucking crazy. I need money. Okay. I think STC is closest. Valerie, STC is closer. Seriously. Yeah, the 9/11 cough, absolutely. But here's what happens. So that cough, I get it every spring and every fall. So it's partially allergies, partially being down there for 10 years after it happened. Okay. And on the day it happened, in the building when it happened. Okay. So that'll help you. Okay. So let me catch up. Okay. Okay. So it's unethical. I mean, it's borderline, right? So, but if you're giving them a bad recommendation, so it's more unethical than anything else. I mean, I guess it's not fraud because you're not stealing from them, right? So fraud is stealing from them. And this is just giving them a bad recommendation. It's much more unethical. Remember, here's the thing. Even if you churn their account, that's not really fraud. I mean, it could be, but it's unethical. Okay, let's do it this way. You give a bad recommendation by mistake. Okay. 1 second, people. Okay. Now, yeah, no, I get it. That's the thing. So you did it on purpose, right? But that's the thing. If you did it on purpose, doesn't always kind of like this is how I explain it. If we're arguing in a bar and I push you, okay? I'm not so sure. What did I do here? Okay. I'm not so sure that would be considered. Can you hear me? Okay, I think you can, right? Okay. I am not so sure that would reach criminal level, okay? But if I hold off and clocked you, then that would be criminal and that becomes willful. So I think the point of it's not that you didn't mean to do it, is that it doesn't make it doesn't meet the level of criminality. That's the point. So if you do certain things like make a bad recommendation or you do something similar, okay? For ripping them off is more fraud. If you'll see the word intentional or willful and then know it's fraud. They're not going to give you 2 scenarios. Okay, is this fraud or not? Okay. I think no, I don't like Valerie. Here's the one thing though. I am not a fan of trying to find questions that mirror it because that's tough. But if anyone mirrors the question style, it's STC. But don't buy them just for that. If you affirm, like you can pass with Kaplan STC, not been achievable. Pass perfect, little tough because I think they go a little too deep and they go heavy into the math. Okay. Okay. You're gonna nail this, right? Okay. Boom. Okay. Awesome. So now make sure you watch it quick and dirty. The achievable. Okay, Kathy, what did you get the last time? Okay. So that's the question. What did you get the last time? Boom. Okay. Right. So that exactly. So that's a good way to think about it, Mike. That if you didn't if you sold them something and you just made it like a bad investment choice, that's not really fraud unless you're making money off it. Okay. Like if you put them in munis and your dad is the I was gonna say CEO is the mayor of the town and you didn't tell them, that could be stretching into it. If it's unsuitable and you have a control relationship, nah, that's probably gonna be bad. Okay. Now I said to Mike I would do this. Okay, so insurance. Let's go through this. Term insurance is like renting insurance. It's the cheapest. Term insurance is the cheapest, okay? You're renting it, you're buying insurance for a specific time, okay? You're buying insurance for like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, whatever the hell it is. That's what you're buying it for. You're buying it for that period of time and that's it. And the reason, since it's a shorter time period than life, it's a lower premium because you're really just paying for the insurance, not anything else. So think of it as renting insurance for a time period, okay? If you die during that time period, your family gets the money. If you die after the time period, then your family doesn't get the money, okay? Now, I hate this. I hate hats. I must have a crooked hat because this feels crooked to me, and I can't tell if that's, who knows, whatever. Okay, so now, here's the problem. If I buy 15, so right now I have what they call term 80, where I have other life insurance, but this one I have through my friend, it's term 80, where I'm paying term life insurance until I turn 80. Right, but here's the thing. Yes, it's insurance is cheaper for younger people no matter what. But here's my idea on this. So now, if I do term 80, so if I die at 79 and a half, my family gets like $3-4 million. If I die after, okay, there you go, Taylor. Boom, I love it. If you die after 80, if I die after 80, well, I'm not going to die, so it doesn't matter. But if I die after 80, then my family gets nothing. So I say this. If you hear that I died at like 79 and a half, call the fucking cops because I was probably murdered. Okay. Now, so that's term. So term is cheaper. And a lot of people say this, oh, instead of buying whole life, invest in term and then invest the difference in the S&P, which I get. But here's the problem. If you just, here's why I don't agree with that. Okay. Because in a vacuum, it works, but in a real world, it doesn't. Okay. Unless you're disciplined. If you're disciplined enough to do that, you don't need advice. So if you say you're going to spend, $800 a month on insurance, and instead you buy term for 200, and you take the 600, you're going to invest it. What happens when you hit a little bit of hard times? What's the first thing that you're going to stop doing? The first thing you're going to stop doing is if you had time, you're going to stop investing. Where if you had a life insurance, it's a bill, and you have that built into your budget, you're probably not going to stop paying that. So that's the thing, that if you buy a whole life or whatever, a permanent life, we'll talk about them. You're more likely to keep paying that even if you have hard times because it's a bill and you know it's built in there. Where you'll go, oh, you know what? I was going to invest 600 in the S&P this month. Maybe I'll hold off and then I'll do it next month. And then what happens? 3 years later, you haven't put shit in there. Okay. Now let's jump over to the permanent life insurance side. This is where you're actually buying insurance. You're buying permanent insurance that is for your life. Okay, that's the thing. It's for your life. So, okay. Okay, you can again if it works. I'm telling you right now, do it but remember, if you do it in the morning, don't do anything at night. Get home and go out. Go hit on the girls, hit on the guys. Go out partying. Not partying. Don't do that. But go out and have a good time. Go watch a TV show. Go watch Netflix or something. And I'm still trying to get. I'm telling you, mornings is if you can get yourself into the morning thing, it's fucking crazy. It is absolutely crazy that it works. Okay, now. Okay, now. Let's do this. So the next thing is if I have permanent life insurance. Okay, so if I have permanent life insurance, whole life is this: fixed premium, fixed growth, fixed death benefit. You know what you're getting. It's like those. You know what you're getting. It's just boom, there it is. And here's the thing: you're growing cash value, right? So think of it this way: that if you're going to pay $300 a month for term and $800 a month and you expect and you pay $800 a month for whole life, what happens is the $200 a month that you're paying for term, out of the $800, $200 goes to the insurance. The other 500 or 600 that you have goes into your cash value, into your equity. And every month you're putting into it, and it's building your equity and cash value. It's building up a lot. It's really a lot, okay? And it grows. Now, the thing is, it does grow at a fixed rate, so it's not a security. Remember that. Whole life is not a security because there's no risk, okay? You put money in, it grows, and it's going to grow tax deferred. You're not paying any taxes on it. And then here's the good thing about whole life. You have a death benefit. If you die, that's not the good thing. If you die, your family gets some money tax-free, okay? But at some point, you have enough equity. You can cash out. You can use it as collateral. You can borrow from it. All these things, if you borrow from it, now, if you cash out, you're going to pay taxes on the growth, okay? You're going to pay taxes on the growth, okay? Now, no, solicitors are not for BDs, Valerie, and solicitors only register on the state level. That was easy, right? Solicitors only register on the state level. They're only for IAs, and broker dealers don't have solicitors. Okay, now that's whole life. Grows. If you take it out, you pay taxes on the growth. If you hold it, if you hold it till you die, your family gets some money tax free. But you can always borrow against it, and that there's no taxes on that. Okay, moving on to the next part. If I have, and then we have universal. Universal is this. It's still a whole life policy. It's like a whole life policy where this shit grows. It grows at a set rate every month or every year, but you can adjust your payments. You can overfund or underfund, right? So universal means that it's like for an entrepreneur, like me. I'm balls out busy from like March till end of December. But the month of January, first 2 weeks of January, yeah, I'm busy, but not nearly what I am. Like literally, I'm doing 12 to like today. I've been doing since 9. I took off time to see my son's game, and then I'm back to teaching. I've been teaching since 9 a.m. and I have somebody at 11 o'clock tonight. So that's what for now. That's where my life is going to be until like November, and then it starts slowing down a little bit. Okay. And if you knew my rate if you knew my rate, you could probably figure out how I do this 7 days a week. So you probably figure out how much I make. But okay, now I can afford that during those from March till November, December. I can afford a lot of things. Okay. I can afford heavy insurance. So what I'll do with the universal is I'll pay most of it. Say I have a $24,000 annual premium. Okay. I will pay most of it. I'll pay like $3,000 a month from like March to November. 8 months, I guess it is, right? That's 8 months, and then I pay nothing December, January, and February because I can't afford it. Okay, so I'll pay $3,000 a month for those months, and then I'll pay nothing the rest. Okay, so that's that. So the point there is that Universal lets you adjust it up and down as long as you make the full premium annual by the end of the year. Nothing changes. If you put in less than the annual requirement, they will adjust your death benefit down. So if you're supposed to pay $24,000 a year and you only pay 20, they're going to drop your death benefit down by a little bit. Not a lot, but a little. Okay, now, the thing about universal is you can even overfund it. Where if you want to hide some money, some money for your kids, tax-free money for your kids, you buy like a $2 or $3 million policy, and then you overfund it and balloon it up to 4, 5, 6 million. Now, there are issues with the IRS with that. But if you do it right, you can kind of set up a fund for your kids that they get money tax-free, which is awesome. Okay. Now, that's universal. You can adjust the payments. But again, not a security because it grows at a fixed rate. By the way, Seagram's is not good. Okay. Now, Schweppes are nothing. Now, variable is a security. Remember that variable is a security. Variable is you do fixed premiums, but your money is invested. So your money is invested in the separate account. Okay. So your money is invested in the separate account. Okay. So that means, Kate, thank you for joining the options only. I appreciate it. Thank you. And is it Redina? Yeah, I think Redline over there. So Redina, thank you for joining the membership. Other one. Now, back to this. Variable, you put the money in, it's fixed premiums all the way, but your money's in a separate account and it's invested in the mutual funds, in the market, stuff like that. You can choose where you want it, and it's going to grow up and down. That's the good part, right? So you can offset inflation a little bit because if you buy it, you could earn 10% for 3 years in a row, but the problem is you could lose money, okay? So you could actually have a negative. Your death benefit won't change down. There's a minimum. But if you have a really good 20-year run where you're investing and it's growing a lot, which is invested in the market, your death benefit actually might go up, which is crazy, okay? So it's good. So it's like a security. And a variable is a good one to buy if you're young. So that's why I say, yeah, everyone says buy the term and then put the rest invested. The problem is people don't have the self-discipline to do that. And when shit hits the fan, that's the first thing that stops getting done. Okay. That's insurance. It's not that big a deal. Just remember, term, whole, universal are not securities. Variable is a security because it has a you can lose money on it. There's risk. Okay. Okay. Oh, I told that. Valerie, did you hear me answer your question? Just to make sure. Solicitors are only for IAs. They find clients for IAs. They have to register with the state only. And if they register as an IA and they have a brochure, they have to give their brochure and the advice. So if I'm advising for your firm, say you're Dewey, Cheatham and Howe, and I'm Catchit soliciting. If I register in the state and I have to give a brochure, I'm going to give my brochure and your brochure at the same time. I have to do that. Okay. And you're supposed to kind of do some due diligence to make sure I do it, but there's no real rules on that. Okay. Okay. I agree. Oh, by the way, who said that? I don't know if he's still on here. I 100% agree. I think it's Zach. I 100% agree that if you have a really, and if you're still here, I appreciate it. Sorry for taking so long. I'm a big fan of if you have a really long question, read the answers first, then read the question. If you have a really long question, read the answers and then read the question, because then it may make you'll be able to read it and find it as you're reading. Okay. And sometimes what happens is you think it's a math question or not a math question, and it is. So if you know what they're looking for, it makes life a little easier. Okay. Okay. So Kathy, which test are you taking? Are you taking the SIE or I can't remember. Taking the SIE Friday. Okay. So good thing is it's not on math. So here's the thing. So if you watch, I have a bond video that may help you. I have a bond math video, which is a little deep. The second thing, if you read, the biggest thing you can read is the back. Like I have the videos, I think 14 through 19 are all about the broker dealer and stuff like that. That's going to help you. Okay. Boom. You're going to be fine, Jason. Okay. I'll get to you in a second. Now, so the brokerage accounts, you got to reread. That's the big thing. Bond fundamentals, it's not as bad as you think it is. Okay. It's not as hard. I have a girl, Erica, who comes on sometimes. She was so worried about the bonds on the exam, and she literally going, "Oh my God, I'm going to be horrible." And they weren't that bad. Yeah, look, if you can do current yield, if you can understand interest rate risk, and you understand that a bond is really a loan from you to the investor, and there's some other things in that, you'll be fine. Just make sure you know the risks of each of the securities. Okay. Okay. Again, don't sweat it. So, Kathy, we're going to be fine. Just take your time. If you watch my playlist, which you may have done already, but watch the back, the most important ones to watch, the bond one, obviously, and then the back, like 6, like 14 through 19, and then 20 on its own, right? So 14 through 19, okay, are all about like the regs and stuff like that. And then 19 is about the investment risk. Also, what may help you, and I said this earlier, not sure if you heard it, go into my 24 hours before the Series 7 playlist. The first video there is called Securities or Suitability Securities. I think it has a running lion on it. Open that up. It's like 18 minutes. And all I do is I go through each security, what they're good for, what they're bad for. Okay. Now, Jason. Okay. Oh, it's funny. I thought Jason and Jeremy were the same thing because they have the same J, because I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. You're good. You're in good shape. If you're passing past perfect, you're in good shape. If you want, go take the one where I take it online and see how you do. That'll help you too. But again, yeah, you're Jason. You're in good shape. If you're passing past perfect, as long as you keep grinding, you're gonna nail this thing. Okay, and you still got 6 days. Okay. Okay. Awesome, Jeremy. That's awesome. Okay. The 7 in 2 weeks. I hope you're reading. Okay. I hope you're reading as much as possible. Okay. That's really important for the 7. And by the way, everyone say congratulations to Jeremy. That's awesome. Some nights we have a lot of people saying thanks, congratulations, some say no. If you like what I'm doing, throw a like on there. Please share it out, man. Tell other people about this shit, okay? Just make sure that they know to put earphones on because I do curse once in a while because I'm NSFW, right? Okay, so now, although 8 o'clock at night, anyone's working right now, go home. Yeah, so that's the thing. The SIE, people do overestimate a little bit. They worry about the math and shit like that. But here's the thing. People underestimate the 7 sometimes, right? Okay. So I need you to pay attention, okay? Okay. Okay. Wait, why would they? Hold on a second. That's the thing. Okay. Good. Okay. Awesome. So, Jason, I'm telling you right now, I'll get back to Jeremy. Jason, your scores are fine on Past Perfect. Just go over the wrong stuff. You'll see when you take the test that Past Perfect is way more complicated. Way, way, way more complicated. Boom, Miss VP. I love it. That's awesome. Okay. Um, yeah, it is. That's the one thing it is. The wording on the Kaplan and Past Perfect does not look like the exam. It looks a little bit more looks a little bit more like STC, but it's oh, Ivy, did I send you what I was supposed to send you? I keep forgetting. Okay. Oh, yeah, maybe I did. I did. Okay. Um, if you have the 2 weeks, you got to grind. Okay, you got to get through the book at least. Hopefully, you did. Hopefully, you started already. You got to get through the book one complete time. And if you're having a tough time with options, I have videos behind the paywall because I'm a bastard. That will really help you a lot, way more than Past Perfect will or Kaplan. Okay, I don't do the T charts. T charts, if you like them, that's great. But I don't use T charts. My way is way more visual than that. Okay, very easy. Like I said, I had a guy do it today. He loved it. Like I said, about maybe a year and a half ago, a guy walked in my office, started crying because it was so easy. Okay, it's crazy. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Now, everyone stresses about the 66. Seriously, it is a hard ass test. It is an absolute hard ass test. And here's the bigger problem. Your neighbor, the person next to you, may get the easiest test in the world, and you get a hard one. The variations between the hardest and the easiest are big. And I swear to God, I have a meeting with them, I think, in a month, with NASA. So I got because I want it's a little group we do. So I'm gonna meet. I'm gonna really fucking find out why they know. Like they're really hard ass, right? Like they won't let anyone do online anymore, really. And then I get it because people cheat. And then, but now their question, the difference between like a hard 66 and an easy one is vastly different. Not like okay, not like oh good Ivy, that's awesome. Not like Jeremy, how you've only been studying for 4 days. Literally, Jeremy, you've been studying for fucking 4 days. What did you expect? I'm surprised you didn't get a 40. It's 4 days. How are you supposed to stop taking the finals? I mean, you have not read the book yet. How can you do it? How can you even think about it? Okay. They curve them all. They curve them all. If you get a hard test, they give you a bump. Okay. If you get an easy test, it stays the same. Yeah, Jeremy, stop taking finals. Focus on reading. Unless your boss is making you do it. And again, I'm telling you right now, everyone stresses about the 66. One, because it's the last one. And you're like, oh my God, why can't it be easy? Right. So just it's too soon. Okay. Focus on reading. Okay. No, wait. Somebody asked me a question. Hold on. Somebody else asked me a question. Okay, you did ask me that. I want to get to this. So I scrolled right by it. Okay. I don't know that credit unions have to notice file. And I don't know that railroad do because railroad equipment trust certificates by a railroad, that's a common carrier. They are exempt. They should be I don't even know what APMA is. What the fuck is APMA? The American Podiatric Medical Association? Nah, I have no opinion on them. Okay. Okay. I don't know what the APMA is. I have no idea. I've never heard of it. Focus. Here's the thing. Focus on the test in front of you, right? Focus on the 65 or 66, whatever you're taking. Then get the CFP. That's what people have heard of. Okay. So so I'm telling you, don't worry about that. So now again, mutual funds and Reg D have to notice file. I don't think railroad. That's a common carrier. I think they're freaking exempt under the ICC Act in 1896, whatever. Okay. Why every fucking day? What is wrong with them? My God. Thank God I don't work there. I'd be fucking killing people. Okay. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. You have to take 2 finals a day. Okay. Yes. Finish the reading. Finish the reading, finish reading, finish reading, and then either get Kaplan or STC. So if you have the STC book, then get the Kaplan. It's fine. You know what? But nobody's ever heard of it, right? So I mean, maybe you've heard it, maybe people in your thing, but is it a license? Or is it just a certification? Okay. Okay, here, hold on. $1,200, $1,300 to take the fucking shit? Okay. If you're a CFP, the app might work. Get the CFP. Seriously, you can do it. Get the CFP. Okay. Seriously, the CFPs, I've never heard of it, and it's continuing yet. It may be more popular because it's easier. Okay. Yeah. So I would. Yeah. Exactly. They're a Kaplan, right? So do the CFP, Mike. Do the CFP. If you're gonna get a certification, get the CFP or the CRCP or something. That's a CH certified, whatever. I would get those. Okay. Okay, Friday. Hold on one second. Okay, now I don't. Thomas, we'll have to come back to that. I don't know why, because I think I don't know why. I think she'll die. Okay, so now you know the whole swallow the spy, so swallow the spider. I got to think they're not qualification because qualification is for in-state. I'm telling you right now, they're not doing this shit to you. No, you watch. So Thomas, make sure you watch my video where I go, can you sell a security between exempt security, exempt transaction, and registered? That's what you have to know. Okay. There you go, Aiden. Look at that. Aiden answered the question for me. Okay. No, don't be intimidated, Mike. You know why it's harder? Because it takes a year to finish. It could take you 2-3 years, but it looks good. I mean, you can take I think they said the ATMA you can use for CE credit. That's how easy it is. But no, but if you go in front of a client and you have ATMA next, they're not going to know what ATMA means. But everyone knows what CFP means. Literally everyone does. Okay. Boom. I hope it'll help. Okay. CFP will. I know CFP is hard, but Mike, don't be afraid of it. If you can pass this, you can pass that. Okay. Yes. Reread. And then get. And if you have, I forgot what I gave you, but if you want to buy the cap and Q Bank, do that. If not, just get the STC. Okay, they're good. Okay. Okay, I mean, look, if you're at Ameriprise and they want you to get it, then fucking get it. It'll probably take you 40 hours to do it. But that's like $1,300. Are they paying for it? To do the course, it's like $1,400. If they're paying for it, then fine, then do it. But if you're going to pay for it, screw them. Okay. What do you mean by that? Yeah, I think the SEC on the 7, you're gonna it's interspersed. You can see 4, you can see 20, right? But they're not hard. I'm telling you, the taxes questions are not that hard. Okay. If they pay for it, if they're paying for it, then take it, right? I don't know anything about it, but I just looked on the Kaplan thing and saw it. But look, if your firm wants you to get it and they pay for it, get it. Okay. ATMA is ADPA. I don't see that. Okay. I don't see how many hours it is, so it's probably not that hard. Okay. I don't know how long it'll be. I mean, are they saying it's 28 hours? Okay. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Give it a shot. If they're paying for it, do it. Okay. 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 Yeah, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to see a lot of so it's not going to say it's not going to be that's very funny, Ivy. Okay. It's not going to I'm assuming Thomas Toscano that you're asking are they written more clear? Yes. SIE, the actual SIE questions, yeah, the answers may suck, but the questions are much clearer. They're much more straightforward. And that's the thing. Kaplan, I like Kaplan. I like their questions. I mean, I think they go a little too deep, but they're good. Okay. See, Friday, that's why I love the community. They're helping each other. You guys are helping each other, which is awesome. So now, I think that works. So if you go on, first of all, there's 2 exams. One, go take the one on. If you're getting close, Thomas, go take the one on the website. If not, go on my taking. I think I called the practice exams playlist. There's one that I labeled 75 questions. That's eerily that's the way the questions on the exam look like. Okay. So anyone taking the SIE or even the 7, you can take the 75 question one, and that's what questions look like on the exam sometimes. Okay. That's close. That's going to be the closest you get to the style exam than any other vendor. Okay. Those 75 questions. Okay. You've gotten through all of SIE prep. How the hell did you get through that? They have like 34 billion questions. Okay. Yeah. So have you taken finals? So here's what you do: take finals, and if you think that's not enough, go buy the Kaplan Q Bank. It's like $40-$50. And if you go to Michael Weiss at Series 7 exam tutor, he has a discount, give you 10% off. 10, 20, 30%, whatever that is. Okay, so now it's 10%. Okay, so maybe how are you scoring? Are you passing? Then go take the fucking test, right? If not, go take the ones on my exam. I have 2 or 3. I have one from Notman I just did. I have one that I created, which is a lot like the exam, a lot like it. And then I have a one STC. So go do those and see how you do, the non-achievable ones, and then take the FINRA one and see how you do. If you're passing all of them, then go take the damn test and don't wait. Okay. Now, the one thing, Friday, I'm going to say, if I die before you take it, and you get to hear me again, do all the things everyone's telling you. But I'm telling you right now, the day before the test or the morning of, okay, the day before the test or the morning of, I need you to read customer accounts. This is for the 7. If you're taking the 7, you're going to read, and when I mean customer accounts, I mean opening brokerage accounts, stuff like that. I don't know if it's going to be the same name, but you want to go over customer accounts, like joint and all that stuff, okay? Oh, you're in the 80s. Okay. Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. So since you're doing that, go get the cap on Cubic. Since you're doing that, do mine on the video and then go buy the cap on Cubic. It's like $50. Okay. I'm not saying that's nothing, but go do that. You'll have 4,000 questions to go through and they're hard. Okay. Good. Okay. Good, Luke. I got it. Okay. Now, just everyone taking the 7 the day before, the morning of, make sure you read customer accounts. I can't say that enough. Opening accounts, stuff like that. That's going to be big. Okay. Oh, so if they're going to give you a raise, boom. If they're going to give you a raise for doing it, yeah. Look, if my boss told me when I had a boss, if he said I need you to take this test and get a raise, I would do it in a heartbeat. Why? I don't even give it. It's worthless. If they're going to pay me more money, do it. I'm a whore. Okay. I think we've hit the end of the road. Not too shabby. A little over an hour. My record's still 2 hours, but I don't need to do that because I do have students starting in about 20 minutes. 24 minutes to be exact, 23 minutes. Okay. Then I have 2 students at 10. I have one at 10 and then one at 11. He wanted to do 2 hours, but I'm like, are you fucking crazy? So now, no, that was a different. The one at 10 wanted to do 2 hours. The one at 11 just wanted to do 30 minutes, whatever. Okay. Everyone, I love it. Thank you for coming on. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah, boom. Aiden, those are great scores. Go take the damn stuff. Okay. Do this, Facebook, and get it. Okay. Yeah, Frady, I'm telling you, go to my practice exams playlist. Okay. Thank you guys, Taylor. Thank you, Frady. Go to my Tim. Oh, Tim, how are you? Go to quiet. You were on there. Okay. So now go on my practice exams things. Everyone, have a good night. Boom. Okay. Jeremy, you had the old one? They swore it was on the new one. That's interesting. So you had the 6,000 contribution? I did not know that. That's interesting. Okay. So Frady, go to my practice finals and go take those exams. I have 3 or 4 of them on there. Go them. See how you do on those. See what happens. Okay. Oh, Becky, I don't like. Okay, you're right. You did ask that. I didn't get you. Good thing I'm staying on. Okay. Jason, thank you. I'm so happy you came on here. Boom. I'm telling you, don't stress this shit. Okay. We're gonna get it. Yeah. It almost seems harder than the 7 sometimes, right? But Frady, go try my things. Okay, Tammy, thank you. Okay. Oh, Frady, then you're fine. Then you're fine. Go relax. Don't worry about past perfect. Okay. Just make sure you review all the bad answers. So SIE for dummies. Okay. Ivy, thank you very much. Okay. Look, I'm telling you, I love doing this. This is like, I know you guys say I'm helping you, but it's like all these nice things, and I love it. But I mean, I'm just here to make a community. We're just having a good time and hanging out. Okay. Because I love Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's the one thing they know not to do. I mean, I did this on Valentine's Day. How fucking crazy is that? SIE for dummies. See, I'm leaving it up there so I can't stop. And Becky's got to watch the whole damn show to listen to me do this. SIE for dummies is okay as a supplement. Don't use them for the regs. Sometimes they're wrong on that shit. If they help you explain stuff better than my videos do, then go for it. Okay. If they do it better than the book you're reading, then go for it. But do not, and it's cheap. It's like what, $20. Okay. So it's worth doing. But the regulations part, like they'll go, oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, but don't forget to check out Act of 34. What? It's like basically telling me to read the whole act. No. So take it with a grain of salt, but they will explain stuff more simple than other people will because they're for dummies. Good. Okay. You had a lot of 529 plans? That's interesting. That's very interesting. But it's good to know. I mean, we're going to get through this. And okay, so now, and you passed, right? Which is the important thing. Okay, everyone, thank you for coming on. Don't forget to check out my memberships. It's on the link. Don't forget to check out the video I sent, and I think I have a link to it in the video of our request to have FINRA. Go watch the video. Have FINRA get rid of the sponsorship. We're going to work it. Everyone, see you on Thursday. Thank you so much, and have a good night. And I will see you all.